What is up, everyone? I'm Bradley and welcome back to Brad G Media, where we talk cameras, tech, travel, and everything in between. Today we're doing a try before you buy. I got my hands on the Sigma 16mm F1.4 and I've been thinking about buying this lens to improve my talking head videos and get a nice bokeh within the background. I currently film on just the kit lens with my Canon M50, but I have a very good friend and photographer, DC Chapman, who uses the EOS M system as his backup. So he's allowed me to borrow the Sigma 16 so I can do, as I said, a try before you buy. We're gonna compare exact same lighting scenario in the exact same distance, so I'm not gonna move the camera or where I'm at, and test the difference between the kit lens and the Sigma 16. Let's dive in. Alright, so the reason we're doing this is so I have a visual comparison between the kit lens on the M50 and the Sigma 16mm. I figured this would make an awesome comparison video for YouTube, which is why you guys are watching it right now. And it also establishes the point of putting money into camera lenses over your camera body. If you're looking for a new style or acquired look or even a sharper image, try a new camera lens before you try a new camera body. We're going to show that right here in just a second. This is our standard shot for comparison. I am filming on the Canon M50 dialed into 16mm, filming 24 frames a second with a 1/50th shutter speed for nice motion blur. We're exposing with an ISO of 200 and we have the aperture wide open to f3.5. Lighting is with the newer NL660 LED bicolor panel. How does this look? Alright, this is our first shot on the Sigma 16mm f1.4. For this shot, we have stopped down the aperture to 3.5 to match the last shot. We're still filming 24 frames a second with a 1/50th shutter speed and an ISO of 200. How does it look? For our final test shot, we have the aperture on the Sigma 16 open all the way to f1.4. We've dropped our ISO to help with exposure. Our shutter speed and frame rate are still the same at 24 frames a second with a 1/50th shutter speed to get that nice motion blur. How does it look? I think with the lower aperture, it gives a nice bokeh in the background, but we're going to compare it to the other two shots in just a moment. Alright, so the first thing I wanted to talk about was the nice crisp background you get at f1.4. In my test shot, it was overexposed due to me not changing the lighting, but I'm shooting at f1.4 right now. I've warmed up my light in the front and I've dropped the brightness in the background, and I think it gives a nice neutral look, nice crisp, clean bokeh, nice separation off my background, and I overall really like this look. This was one of my determining factors in buying this lens, was being able to shoot at a lower aperture to achieve that bokeh behind me. So like I said, the test shot was overexposed. I kept it true to the nature of the test and I didn't want to change any of my surrounding lighting. But let that be a warning. When you're shooting at a low aperture like f1.4, it lets a lot of light in, so be wary and control your lighting accordingly or your exposure within your camera. Or you can use an ND or variable ND filter if you're outside or on the go. So shooting wide open at f1.4 helps me get that crispy separation, that nice bokeh in the background. But for the next test, I shot at f3.5 to match the kit lens, because that was the lowest aperture you can achieve on the 15 to 45mm. Now the shots look pretty similar, but I will say the Sigma 16 is overall sharper, and I really like the image that comes out of it. The kit lens, I don't want to dog on it at all because it's fantastic. I use it for photos, I've used it for paid jobs. Overall, it is an amazing lens, and price per dollar, you almost can't beat it. But I'm looking for some more production value, and this Sigma 16 is going to help me capture another stylistic look that I think helped take my footage to the next level. With that being said, the kit lens is fantastic, and with the right knowledge, you can accomplish almost any look with it. But if you're trying to go for a new style, some sharper photos, or just breathe some new life into your work, new camera lens can be exactly what you're looking for. So many people think they need a new camera, they'll go out and purchase a $5,000 camera body and a $400 camera lens. Why don't you do the opposite? Get a $400 camera with a $5,000 lens that you can upgrade along with your system in the future. Glass is the secret to getting a different style, sharper photos, and just overall better image. If you have crud glass on an amazing camera, you're just hindering yourself and wasting your time. For this try before you buy, I think I am sold on the Sigma 16, and it helps me prove the point that putting money into a camera lens, it doesn't have to be super expensive, can help you achieve a new stylized look or just overall better image. I'm Brad G Media signing out. I hope you all are having a blessed day. I sure know I am, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.